Going live, working on one of my customers' laptops. If you have computer questions, off the subject wise, I do computers, so like just slow, need upgrade, need to buy computers, I got you. Even if it's older laptop, doesn't matter. I got locally wise a bunch of DJs that do the computers for them. Wise, this guy bought this laptop anywhere for like $600. I've told him before that, hey, like before you buy a laptop, let me know, like, cause I'll shop around for you. Wise. And to each almost definitely he did it. And for $600 for this older generation DDR3 laptop, you get about a newer Alienware or a newer Dell. But to each their own, their money. So I'm just wiping and starting fresh again for them. Because computers for the most part easy to work on. So how's it going today? Oh, blessed. Thank you. Another day above ground. I can walk a little bit better today. My ankles are less swollen because last Saturday, kind of bad car accident. Drunk driver was drunk or high, either or being. We haven't got the police report yet. They were driving on the wrong side on the freeway. So I was going towards Seattle westbound, on 82. They were going east on the westbound. So they chose me to bounce off of. So here to continue on telling the story. So that's why I'm doing more lives. I will start doing more uploads on my podcast and YouTube, and do TikToks about it because I'm trying to live as long as possible. Every day background, all I'm doing is just telling a story, and that's it. How you doing? You travel? How you doing, Ellen? How's it going? How's your day? How's your afternoon going so far? How's family? How's life? How's everything? So, I mean, usually work-wise, I didn't bring my cell phone, but I like to go live on Big O and Likey because you have the most out of all the apps that I'm on. You have the most supportive. You just like to ask questions, otherwise interact. And then I do my Twitch live because the Twitch is where I eventually want to catch up with myself because I'm one individual. I do a lot of one-on-ones, free therapy, life coach, all that great jazz. What you call it? I'm the only one that's editing, so I gotta make time for everything. So if you go to my YouTube channel podcast, I'm really behind. I barely uploaded some a couple of days ago, so I'm about 14 months behind on there. So now I was trying to make it quote unquote be in order by years and all that, but it can't. I'm too behind. So I'm gonna put I said, you'll see say big old Twitch live. You'll see the date, so it'll be modern present stuff, and you'll see 3-year-old TikTok lives and Facebook lives and events. You want to catch myself, I'm gonna do a bunch of 1 minute TikToks. Add the subtitles because yes, I apologize. Speak fast, my flaw, quote unquote. Trying to speak a lot slower, accent. I slur and then I mumble because I'm very, very exhausted. Very, very exhausted because everyday background. When I wake up on my phone, I got a lot of new DMs, new females, because 90% of my followers are females, 2% are males, so bear with me. But I love going live because talk with y'all, just hold your hand, guide you, because a lot of us complain about life's hard. Actually, life's not hard at all. If you break it down to the fullest, it's very, very easy. The only reason why life became hard is because relationships, dead ass. Only reason why, that's the only reason why you question yourself worth, why are you struggling in life, etc. All the great jazz. But it's because relationships can make you. What I say is, words can heal you, trigger you, definitely destroy you. Thank you, Hootie. Relationships can make you, break you, and definitely destroy you. So with that said, watch your words because words cut deeper than a knife. And with that said, judge and control. Take it back. What did I say? Protect your energy, environment, peace, best as. Judge everybody for who they really are. Are they acting nice? Are they being nice? Are they offering you love or toxic love? If you can't distinguish the difference, you will get slaughtered, especially in relationships. And typically, for the most part, I said 1,000 times, 1,000. Women are more empathetic. They should offer us love, lust, communication, comprehension, and whoever they're with. 1,000 is just them, and that's it. That's in their eyes. That's all they see. Us men are more narcissistic, aka boys. We offer what? Toxic love, lust, drama, trauma bonds, and trauma. We offer communication, no comprehension, and we're the issues for the most part because we're raising correctly. The whole alpha. I'm the man around the show. If I work, I take care of the household, but I don't gotta help at home. Yeah, that shit isn't gonna work. It's not gonna work out. It's gonna be so much tension. And then the woman will be there for so long until either she gets up and leaves, or it doesn't get to that point, but it can get to that point that they cheat. But why do men cheat? Easy answer, aka boys, because you fall to what? Lust. Why? Because yet the answer is no self-will. If you keep doing it, then that broken codependent, it's called the habit addiction, codependency-wise. They're scared to be alone, so they keep body hopping. Women cheat, why? Typically, for the most part, it's because he gave us 1,000 chances, and they only gave us 1,001. So spiritually, emotionally, mentally, she checked out. and it's gonna hurt hella bad. Trust, been there before. Emotion, like not physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you're gonna die. And the only reason why breakups hurt is because we think in our head, I need him, I need her. You don't need no one in the universe but yourself. Person in the mirror. You want people if they want you. You don't own nobody. Own nobody wise, and that's the shit. People that are narcissistic, they think that's my property. I own her, even if I mistreat them, etc. They can't leave. That's why everyone can become sociopath, psychopaths. If you let the relationship destroy you and overcome the situation, that's the shit. Like, why? And I can leave whenever I want to. She can leave whenever she wants to. The intent, quote unquote, that it doesn't happen, but it can happen. And then what? That's why if you don't work on yourself, learn how to love the person in the mirror first before anyone else in the universe, then you're gonna shed many, many tears, even feelings. And then, you either push people away because you're hurt and you hurt people, and that was not your intent, or vice versa. But every time people leave your life, especially as partners, is going to destroy you every single time. So in this lifetime, not physically, remember, it's just an analogy, like spiritual, emotional, mental wise, how many times you want to die in relationships? How much shit feels good. And that's the intent, to not keep feeling like that, because if you keep feeling like people leaving you wise, it's going to destroy you. You're not going to feel like, that you're worthless. You might get to the point where you're off your dome. That's not the intent to, but it can get to the point because you're exhausted. And remember, people that have the suicidal thoughts on my neck wise, because we all have that thoughts initially wise. If you have no guidance time, and in general wise in life, family, friends, and you will have those thoughts. Because it's either off your dome, everything fucking ends. Everything ends, right? The downfall, repercussions. And that's a lot of us don't do it because if I leave wise, I leave, my parents unanswered questions, my family, friends, kids with unanswered question wise. That shit sucks. So what do we do? Or the mask miles, stay here for a reason because of them, but in reality it's because of you. You just don't know that yet, right? So with that said, the only reason why we have those thoughts is because for the most part, yes, you have child trauma, all that good shit, bullying and bullshit, but the main reason is relationships. If you don't believe me, like middle school, high schoolers, teach me shit about life, teach me about relationships, teach me why relationships hurt so much. Why are you crying about a person in middle school, high school? And that's the shitty part because you're in middle school, high school going off your heart and feelings, right? And then when you graduate, right, and go into the matrix with us, older adults, and you move to big cities where there's taste of rainbow, all religious cultures, beauties, all types of beauty, right? Are you be able to handle that shit? That's the question. And remember, I'm older than y'all, so I could be with any 18, 25, 30-year-old female. Like, does she know that I'm acting nice or if I'm being nice? Am I offering love or offering less? Does she know that? And she doesn't, then I could destroy her every choice, which is my choice. And if I trauma bond her, then I own her. And with that said, if you don't know what a trauma bond is, that's when a person breaks up with you once, twice, 3 times, or I cheat, whatever, I mistreat her, whatever, and she gives me chances. I don't gotta tell you I'm breaking up with you. I just walk away or stay quiet. I'm gonna give you another chance, and another chance, and another chance. Welcome to a trauma bond, soul tie. You form a bond, and the only reason why y'all form a bond is because why? When you lay down with each other, have TOC, aka sex intercourse, there's the issue right there. That's the only reason why if I lay down with any female, I get exes wise, and I get triggered them and vice versa, because we exchange energy. The only reason why. Everybody else could talk shit, block them, whatever. It ain't shit, but your potential, the people you lay down with, that's the one that destroys you. That's the one that hurts you. That's when you stress about. That's when you're stuck on why. Why are you stuck on one person, the whole fucking universe? One person. And you deserve better, but you're praying, planning, hoping, manifesting that they change their ways to be better, to show you more love and bullshit. Why? And don't worry, I was you guys, man. Trust. I was like that for 30 years of my life trying to figure it out. Like the best mood in the universe as far as what's going on. Matrix. Watch the Matrix. Either live as a blue pillar, go to work, 9 to 5, whatever situations. In a toxic relationship, fuck it, adapt to situations. But there's more to life than this. Like, so this is my life. I got kids. I got a partner. I'm doing this quote-unquote relationship, marriage-wise, but I'm miserable as fuck. So I'm going to just do this because my parents did it, my grandparents did, my great-great-great-grand... Fuck all that bullshit. If you're in a miserable relationship, then why are you there? The door is right there. You know that, right? Then what's holding you back from leaving? Kids? Co-parenting. No kids involved? Well, what's going to happen to them after I leave? Dead ass. They verbally, physically whipped your ass. Why do you give a fuck what happens to them after you leave? They should have parents, caregivers, someone will take care of them. Or if not, let's say scenario, they have nobody. They could tell somebody a fucking sob story. Dead ass. Parallel victim, someone will take them in. It's not your responsibility, it's not your problem. That's their shit, not your shit. But stay, gaslight, manipulate yourself. If I leave, I'm being mean. Cool. Yesterday, whoop your ass verbally and physically. So stay there another day, another month, another year. Do so. Pray for you, and that's it. And that's the shit. And then from there, well, I get it. Sometimes you're scared to leave because why? They said they're physically abusing shit. Yo, this is America. This ain't fucking Mexico. Call the boys in blue. It could potentially get crazy, or they become sociopath, psychopath, off your fucking dome. Yes, because you know why? Elusive disciples. You are dating elusive disciples. That's the answer. You can't call them God's disciples, positive people, because maybe they might be positive to coworkers and people in the streets, but not to you. To you, they're fucking vicious and shit, right? And that's what I can take. That be all the narcissists, treat everybody good but you. Like, nah, everyone does that shit. If you dislike your partner, you bump ahead into shit. You vibe with your coworkers, people at the grocery store in front of your partner, and they can tell you why you treat everybody else good but me. I'd be like, oh, you tell me that shit, you'll bump heads. I talk to you when I feel like it. And that shit's called what? Toxic fucking love. Everyone says love hurts. Fucking love doesn't hurt, man. Love is beautiful, healing, soothing. Care about that situation-wise, man. What hurts is toxic love. You know what toxic love is? When you love someone that doesn't love you back. Welcome to toxic love, kids. So if you know that, then why are you there? That's the shit. Oh, shit. His name is Eddie. I'll just put DJ. How about that? Cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to put a password for my customer/buddy. But anyways, I was saying, like, if you know what's toxic, why are you there for? That's the shit. Well, and then I get it. When they gas and manipulate wise, they'll be like, you ugly, fat, and stupid. No one's gonna want you. I'm the best you will ever have in your life. You're gonna die alone. And every single word they just told you for the last weeks, months, years, you will believe that shit to your last dying breath. And that's why you're scared to leave the bubble and potentially work on yourself, start the healing and awakening journey, eventually awaken woke journey wise. So sorry. So with that said, you'll stay there, and that shit sucks. An analogy that anything that makes you happy, right? Anything makes you happy. I don't give a shit if you watch a game, anime, whatever the fuck, you're on the streets, you see the birds, the bees, the sun, people be happy. Analogy, that is your heaven on earth as an individual. Anything, right? Everything that's bad for you, anything makes you negative and shit. You better parents, you better partners and shit. People give you shit at coworkers. Analogy, that is your hell on earth. So why do you focus your energy on hell on earth? If you have a toxic partner at home, which is your hell on earth, why are you still there for him? The doors there, you can always leave, right? And you can't fix, change, or save nobody. That's why 95% of the universe is broke, codependent. Fucking relationships are fucking garbage. If you're 25 and under, this stuff was your fucking kryptonite. And you're done. Because you're like, they can cheat. Anyone can cheat. I'm telling you, all this positive shit. I could have a girlfriend. I could be cheating on her every day of my life. That's my choice. But why would I be cheating? Because guess what? If I can't control my narcissist traits, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, then I'll be greedy and lustful and keep passing boundaries, which is my choice. So if I'm doing that and she observes that and she doesn't verbalize her boundaries, then guess what? I'll be there for many years to be doing that shit. And I know for a fact 1,000 she's not gonna go nowhere, which is her choice. I can't even tell. Check it out, baby girl. Door's right there. I'm always cheating on you. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? I'm not forcing you to stay here, etc. But what are you doing? You praying, planning, hoping I change my ways? It's my choice. Well, yes, you pray to God. Cool, do that. But I'm just, I'm gonna destroy you, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing to my last dying breath with you, because you allow me to. And that's nothing wrong with religion. The thing is, with religion was, if you're too deep into a situation, they believe like, I'm nice, I'm positive, then everyone should be right. It's an awesome concept to have. The downfall is 2023, not Jesus times, and it's not happening. You're gonna get destroyed, I promise you that. So why are you staying there for? That's the question. And it sucks, man. It definitely fucking sucks. Because remember this, in time, when you comprehend this, you and I cannot get nor buy back what? Love, time, and emotions. So when you comprehend that, why are you there? Why are you wasting on people around you, especially by your side? That's why when you fall back with yourself, nothing wrong being alone. When you're alone, no one's cheating on you, verbally physically abusive, you don't have a probation officer, you can fucking do whatever you want. I tell everybody, date yourself, what? Date yourself, man. Take yourself to eat, chill, travel the universe. While people are like, yo, you here by yourself? Like, yeah. And they look at you all crazy. Because typically you see couples at restaurants and whatever situation is like, I'm by myself chilling. Why? Because my standards are high. Wherever your standards at, fucking have it right there. High. Don't fucking, oh, well, you know what? It's been like me, 14 months, celibate, single, like great jazz. Well, let's say in 16 months, I'm going to lower my standards a little bit. You don't lower your standards for nobody. It's like, yo, this is my requirement. Be on my level, our level. If not, I will be your friend associate, because then when you accept people and like be fucking miserable and shit, I promise you that. Don't be doing it to yourself. Seek time, yes, 1,000. So with that said, that's what I say. Watch out from a recent ex-wise of 17 months. TikTok love story, long distance relationship, all the good shit wise. What you gonna call it? You mentioned energy level standards and what love language. Talk about everything day one, not day 20, day 100. I keep it 1,000. The potential to be, we talk about everything day one, because I want to get this shit figured out, where her mindset's at and what's her attention situation. She's going for relationship, right? Short term, long buddy, benefits. Last dying breath. If she doesn't know, well, we're just talking. Cool, then we're just talking. We're talking. I won't take this situation serious at all. And then from there, wise, well, let's do like TLC. Like, nah, I'm not exchanging energy with you. What do you mean? If I want to do benefits, that's everywhere, which is my choice. But if that's what you're into, I'm not into it. I'm looking for long term. Last dying breath. It's just you and I, and that's it. If you're not ready for that, cool. You hurt my feelings. I go on my day, and so on and so on. So that's why I tell people, you gotta know what you want in life. If not, then accept people, like, be miserable in the situation and be like, well, it started good, now all of a sudden, then what happened? Sparks over. Now you're still there. Why? Because you're playing, plan, hoping, manifesting to do better. You can do that all you want. It's not gonna happen because they chose to do what they did. And for the most part, like I say, like, that is minimal narcissistic wise, so we act nice, not be nice. So you guys typical relationships, if you actually break it down, be observant of it. Once again, the female's empathetic, right? Shows love, respect, because she's offering love and lust. The man's more narcissistic, the boy, he's offering toxic love and lust. No love because he don't love himself. And from there, wise, he's gonna try to act nice, right? So those relationships, opposites attract. To be nice to you guys, 30 days, 90 days tops. That's all I give you. Why everyone chipping and say that? Why? Because it starts with lust, because you're attracted, yes. Be attracted to the potential to be. But look deeper than that. See, spiritual, emotional, mental, where they sit at. Study me, body language, tone of voice, where's my eyes at, where's my energy, what's my aura, how's my environment. All the answers in your face. If you can't judge nor read me, I will destroy you. I can act nice, not be nice. Give a fake of love story, aka love bombing, honeymoon face, and you didn't believe all the shit I just told you. Cause I know exactly what to tell you, right? And with that said, so the relationships of typical narcissistic relationship wise, more on the men's side, aka boys, it starts with lust, goes to love, it goes to toxic love, and then sparks over. Y'all bang like bunnies for 90 days. Get out of your system, but you know each other, you have that in common, and then what? When you figure that out, and typically the ladies comprehend it right away, like, damn, women, what y'all there for? If you know they not compatible with you wise, and you figure out, okay, I fucked up, went off lust and shit, because I was lusting apparently. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to still wait here, pray, plan, hope, manifest that he changes his ways for better. You can do that. You ever do that, but if that's your intent, to give him a chance and maybe be better, whatever, and when you call him out, hey, and remember, if they're hurting your feelings and you question your self-worth, open your fucking mouth, verbalize your boundaries, shut out. You was good in the beginning, we were good for about whatever, let's say 90 days, 120 days, whatever the situation is. Why, was a spark over on your side? Because I'm here calling you, texting you, checking on you, and you don't do nothing to be above. What is it? If you're losing interest, just let me know. But y'all don't say that because you're scared of what? I'm going to hurt their feelings, or am I scared they might push me away? Who gives a fuck? It's your life, not their life. But if you're going to stay humble, then stay humble, stay there, pray, plan, hope, cool. Do that. That's the shit. 95% of you broken codependent and you're scared to hurt people's feelings. But if they're hurting your feelings, question your self-worth, why don't you open your mouth and ask what's up with them? If you thought you want a relationship but think it's not knowing and you don't want to be one, because I do, then guess what? We'll squash it now. Oh, it's not like that. No, it's like that. So you got to let me know today. If not, I'll be nice. I'll give you a week. Let me know what you want from the relationship. Are you looking for long-term, last dying breath, looking for fuck buddies, benefits, just a little phase, 3-6 months? If you're looking for that little temporary bullshit, I'm not the one. But that's why individuals don't lay down with everybody. just because we lock eyes, I hug you, kiss on you, etc., you gotta be very cautious because yes, the physical touch wise, it can evolve to a fucking lot more than just a hug, you know? Big facts. Thank you, Missy 1000. No, I tell you, I comprehend the situation now because I've done through a lot, you know, toxic relationships, benefits, the whole phase, a lot of great jazz, and I had a support team like 3 years ago, so I just dissected my personal relationships, what I've been through, and now I just fucking be blunt how it is. My job is to trigger you. If I trigger you, that's my job. But ask me a question. Why are you saying what you're saying? You know, like men, we're not men, we're boys. Men and women actually work on themselves. That's you have girls, you have women. Even a lot of girls / women, they are working themselves. They actually do the healing and awakening journey. They fall back. For the most part, they're not body hopping. Boys are fucking off the back body hopping. And that why that's what they do the entanglement. They keep cheating. You know, triangulation, all good shit. A scenario, I have my girlfriend, I break up with her. Or she breaks up with me, wise. I go to another girl. It's premeditated. We've been talking. This phone is zillion options, right? So I'm going back and forth, back and forth. That's called triangulation because I don't know how to let it go. Or if I'm narcissistic wise, I know she's out to take me back. Remember this on the phone. You can say you can hang up. Remember this phone? I can hang up. You know, scenario. I'm talking to my ex girlfriend, right? And she's, I don't want to talk to you. I'm you know, she could block me on every fucking platform. Cool, but guess what? If she's there locally wise, the true kryptonite is face to face. On the phone, fuck you, whatever. I'm gonna do shit with you, right? Now, when I drive to her location, sorry, girl, I'm fucked up. We're locking eyes, and I'm purposely locking eyes with her. And then I get scared. I walk up to hug her. Guess what? I go from hugs to making babies again, and she hates my ass. I've been in a toxicity relationship for 5 years, and I have no family to trust, and no friends or a car. Well, Missy, that situation, yeah, it's definitely gonna be difficult. But like locally, you say you have nobody, right? But on social media wise, you got, I promise you 1,000 to do a TikTok. You have all the support team in the world, especially the female 1,000. That's why I sort of say having my hashtag social media familia. So you have no one to talk to. I'm always in your pocket. You can DM away. I do free therapy. I don't charge nothing. If you want to donate to the cause, cool. But I challenge all the therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, relationship coaches, narc creators, life coaches. I was telling team some shit I don't know. You guys charge $50, $100, thousands of dollars, and you can't even tell the people the correct answers in life. You can't even guide them. That's your journey. I can't answer that for you. Like, what the fuck? You can't even hold my hand? So with that said, the intent is not to be in toxic relationships. So if you can try to get help-wise locally, if not, then, you know, reach out to people potentially-wise. I would definitely do TikToks, you know. Go to, like, on Facebook, you have, like, Narc Talk community-wise. Then it's also on TikTok-wise. And female support, females 1,000. I promise you, the best platform in the universe is TikTok. They're the best support team in the world. And these ladies will give you, like, all types. They'll ask you, where you from? What's the city? And they'll research all types of help, etc. wise, because the intent is not to be in toxic relationships. And sometimes we have nothing. You say you have nothing wise, that's called financial abuse wise, and you can't get up and leave like that. There's situations, but if you reach out to people, they will give you resources. But here's the kicker, right? So here's the shitty part about the situation is this, like, even if they give you the resources, right, and everything, you can leave, right? That's the physical freedom wise, but the spiritual, emotional, mental wise, you know, how you can let them go? Because if you're stuck in a trauma bond, you break them multiple times, you give them chance after chance. That's called a trauma bond. More likely, you allow him back in your life. You can move to a different state, and if he finds you, reach out to you, fucked up, you know, I'm working on myself, and, you know, you might take him back. It's a high chance you will take him back again. That's not the intent, but I promise you 1,000 it's more likely to happen because, pardon me, people bitch about slavery and bullshit, right? Blue talk. A lot of fucking ancestry bullshit, that's cosmetic. That's past shit. Keep it in the present. Slavery is happening in relationships, your situation, right? So I tell, like, the females, in my head, I'm already famous, right? So with that said, obviously the physical hasn't happened. So with that said, the day I have money and power by doing what I do, positive, all good shit, right? And I have money and power to take care of, especially the single moms or women in situations like what you're in. So I can do it. Physically, I can save you. Shut out, Queen, I got you. This will help you move, get your spot for you and the kiddos. You know, you don't work, it's cool. I'll give you a year. I have money and power. I'll get you a spot for you and the kids. Everything. Don't worry about car, nothing. I got you. I will get you all the resources you want. But remember this, and I'll let her know. So physically, I saved you, right? But spiritually, emotionally, mentally, I can. That is your healing, awakening, eventually woke journey. I will not be surprised if your ex is here at the household, and I come and knock to check on you and the kids, and he answers the door. That's called a trauma bond. So you ran away from the situation. That's the physical freedom, right? And then the spiritual, emotional, mental wise, that's what the spiritual, emotional, mental freedom. That's your journey, not my journey. So keep it present. If I'm narcissistic, right, very physically using my girlfriend, right, I am the slave master. I won't let her leave. Right? And she's a slave. She's fighting for the physical freedom and then the spiritual emotional freedom. She's got to forgive me, not forget, and then let me go. Do closure for herself. Because I'm not, I'm her ex, right? In her mansion, I was that door of pain. I want it every which way. And I know that. And that's a lot of people who forgive, you forgive, but did you let them go? What? Did you let them go? I did. Lie to yourself. So if you can see your ex, that won't trigger anything of the past, anything, then you did let them go. They talk shit to you, but hey, whatever you're saying, it's called deflective projection. You're talking about yourself. Why don't you let me go? I closed the door, in my opinion, of your opinion, well, my opinion wise, our situation. I'm a mansion. I comprehend why it failed every which way. That's beautiful. You're ahead of the game, you know? So, thank you. I'll check you out. Take care and be safe. Oh, my shit. Thank you, likewise. I tell you, don't ever feel alone. I tell everyone, don't ever feel alone. I'm always in your pocket. I do this every day above ground. You know, I also do my lives, do my TikTok. Well, not no more. I do TikToks, but I don't do TikTok lives because TikTok lives, I always get reported for hate crime, hate speech. And tell you from the boys, it's not the women, it's not the girls, it's the boys getting the feelings. Because I say all the time, you know, all the little disciples, all you little, they're like, I just play your body hopping, verbally, physically abusive to your partners. You're little disciples. You know, fuck you and your feelings. What? Fuck you and your feelings. I don't give a shit about your feelings. Hey, my narcissist traits. I shut up my empathy, sympathy for you, wise. Because you can become a man in time, be more empathetic, and work on yourself if you choose to, which is your choice. And what happens to them, they report me for hate speech. I'll be yep, and another one. That's why I announced on my TikToks, and you know, on both my TikToks, and I pinned it. Hey, I don't do no more TikTok lives at all. I won't ever do them again. There's no point. But I do challenge the whole universe. Teach me some shit I don't know, and no one takes it. Like I tell people, that's why 95% in the universe being codependent. They're scared of words, feelings, all my conversations. It's like, dude, I just do raw real life, 3D70 repo talk, not fucking the repo talk you see on TikTok, Sneako on them. You know, nothing wrong with any take. He's a lot more empathetic than people really think he is, wise. And then Fresh and Fit. All those they're not fucking red pillars, fucking blue pillars. A little bit. Red pillars, we give you love and advice for this. We forewarn you what you're about to get into. Blue pillars, man versus woman, high value woman. What color is your Bugatti? If a woman has 5 bodies, she's a hoe. She's 40 plus, no kids, not married, she's washed up. That's not fucking red pill, that's fucking blue pill. But like I said, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. What do I say? To check out those boys, especially the red pillars, alphas, you can't turn a fucking man hoe into a house husband. Simple as that. But he can be like that because I'm a man. The Bible, did you know the Bible has the kings have his wives? Well, did you know that being in modern terms, if I got 6 figures plus, I could have all the boyfriend girlfriends, whatever the fuck I'm into. I could buy everybody because I have money and power. Fucking common sense. It's like, but that's the type. But like, ladies, like, you want to accept people like that in your life. Fuck it, you know what? I have a high value man. Guess what? He just have a lot of money. You know, he can cheat. It's okay. Fuck it. Then accept people in life. To shut up my empathy and sympathy to females. Like, I don't feel sorry for you. You accepted yourself for a fucking dollar. I used to get the Gucci and Prada to buy whips. Cool, but it's not your shit. Their shit. They bought that shit for you. In their eyes, you're dime a dozen. You're just now for less than that's it. When they get bored of you, to the next. And they'll be doing that shit to the last dying breath because they can afford that shit. Common sense. Now they're like kings with many wives. But if a woman wants to do it, accept it. I don't feel sorry for you. Why am I supposed to feel sorry for you? If you know what's going on, you know exactly how you function, why am I supposed to feel sorry for you? The door's fucking right there. There's other guys that probably don't have his money yet, at least, wise, right? But they'll teach you like a fucking queen. But no, cool, whatever. That's why in America, if that is in America, relationships are fucking shit. Why do you think a lot of people go to third world countries? Because for the most part, third world countries, wise, they're traditional. They're not fall to materialistic bullshit. Not all of it, a lot of it. So with that said, that's why I say here in America, relationships are fucking garbage. To me, like square females, like where I'm from, there in Little Mexico, they ain't shit here for me at all. 3 hours west from here, Seattle, the west side, fucking the best side. Oh yeah, Seattle, extra females, hella squares, empathetic, especially downtown Seattle, on the north side, the suburbs, white, Asian, Middle Eastern, different cultures. Fuck yeah, squares. They actually have an open conversation. Matter of fact, I'm going to tomorrow was the farmer's market. I haven't seen him since last year. My regular spot be there. You get new tattoos. I heard about the accident. And then new females right there, they go there just to buy produce, my father's stand. But they see my tattoos. Now I'm rocking my shirts, my hoodies, etc. Has all my sayings on it. Then ask them questions. And guess what? They don't even know me from Adams. But the females there, which I love, I promote Seattle to the fullest, they're extroverts. They're not scared to ask questions. What's about your tattoos? What's the story? Oh, what kind of story is it? And then when I talk about co-parenting, all that good shit, parents, yes, At the time, just because I'm a parent, I'm a single father of 8 kids, doesn't make me a parent. It's just a fucking title. The intent is that I do communication comprehension with the kiddos, elaborate to the full. It's not just I'm your dad. Fuck you, gotta listen to me. Like that's not a parent. That's fucking just the bullshit title. I thought you have adults. Hooked on myself. Finally, I'm a man now, right? Quote unquote. And they have adult high schoolers. How the hell you're fucking 50, 60 years old? You're still talking shit to your kids, beefing with the fucking universe. You should be fucking cool, calm, collected by then. But you're an adult high schooler. You didn't ever grow up. Your inner child didn't grow up with like corny bullshit. Like yeah, because why? You don't have a support team more likely, and you're scared to open your fucking mouth and ask for help, guidance. Because your pride and ego. I'm on forehead for a reason. If you want to evolve in life, put your fucking pride and ego away. Ask for fucking help. But yes, I get it. At the same time, you reached out for help, and people did you dirty. They did your past to your present. Altercations happen. I get it. That's why in time, judge and read everybody for who they be. Like, oh no, blue pill talk. Only God can judge. Believe that. If you believe, like I believed for a long time, only God can judge. Fuck that shit. No, it's rebel talk. God gives us free will. Judge and read me, brown person with tattoos. What do you think? Gangbang mafioso drug dealer. Don't say, oh, I don't judge. Bullshit. Everyone judges. So with that said, now read me. What do I talk about? If you knew what my tattoos say, what's my tattoo say? What's my energy? What do I focus on? Go to my platforms. So with that said, I look like a statistic 10 kilos, but no, I avoid the streets. I'm a square every which way. So, and it's funny because at the market when I tell people that, or people in the streets wise, they'd be like, I look like 10 kilos, but no, they'd be like, well, you said it, I was like, right, because that's what you're thinking. It doesn't hurt my feelings. They go, I don't die with petty words, you do. I judge and read you also. Like, what do you mean? But how? Energy, man. Look at this conversation. If you're talking to me and you don't know from Adams, I know you're more like open-minded. If you want to, you can run away from the situation, right? So with that said, you're doing good. And that's why I love these conversations with open-minded people. And typically from my situation, who is it? 98% followers are girls and women, even locally wise. Here, not too much because they're introverts, right? But in Seattle, at the markets, females are asking me every day when I go there, or every day Saturday wise, what's about your tattoos? What's it about? I know that people with tattoos have stories for sure, but what's yours? I go, well, mine's a crash course to life. It's a map to life. What do you mean it's a map to life? And I break it down. Everyone's got BPD, empathy. What everyone does, We can all become sociopath psychopaths. But the only reason being because of relationships. In our head, I need them. They cheat on you. Yeah, it sucks they cheat on you, but they can. They have the right to. That's their choice. So when they cheat on you, why are you still there? Why are you giving chances? That makes no sense. But that's definitely your choice. What? Every day above ground, we all have choices. Your choice is stay there or leave. So with that said, and they're like, that's why the women are tense. And like my father be like, you make the women like cry. I go, no, I don't make them cry. I'm having a conversation. They ask me a question. I elaborated. Either they went through it or they're going through it. And then at that time, I ask you, Queen Miss, you have kids with this person? Like, no. I tell them, that door is right there. You know that, right? And you don't have no kids with them. You go to work and not ever come back. And sometimes they're like, well, yes, your stuff. Mammy bullshit. If you know your partner's really a sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, like crazy, like, the boy that he is, make sacrifices in life. If you have to go to cops, go to police, do it legal-wise, and then you can't fucking get sheriff to be there with you, get your shit. Or take the L. And not even make sacrifices. Let that shit go. It's mammy shit. You'll eventually get it back, be better. But the thing is, if you try to go back there again, you try to get your shit, it can be altercation, right? So, why do you go back there? The door is right there. You don't have to come back. You have no kids, fucking. I tell time, you'll be like Forrest Gump and fucking run. You don't got no kids. When you got kids, trust me, co-parenting is hella hard. It fucks with you every which way because you're like, damn, now the family's about to break apart. And obviously the kiddos want the parents to be together-wise, but I tell my kids, you're young for the conversation, but just, you want the parents to be together, us, right? But you don't know what a parent's going through, That's the shit. And it sucks to get to that point, but remember, I tell all the parents out there, don't be too hard on yourself. Ask your mother, father, mom, dad, or whomever raised you, your caregivers, right? Keep it simple, your caregivers, who raised you wise. Do you know what an empath narcissist is? Do you know what deflection projection is? Do you know what reactive abuse is? Do you know what a trauma bond is? Soul ties. And I'll tell you, no, what's that? Then go to your grandma and grandpa, and they ask them the same exact questions. They tell you, no, what's that? Guess and ask your siblings, aunties, uncles, same shit. There you are. They're blue pillars like you're a blue pillar. You're just winging the fucking life as it is. You take the red pill, like the Matrix, and then figure this shit out. Have a support team. Why I say what I'm saying, what are my tattoos for? Eventually I'm going to have this. It's going to be a blue pill. It's going to say, all you 2D sheep or blue pillars, debate about man-made bullshit, race, religion, politics, code, man versus woman, high value men, what color is your Bugatti, war, and then have a red pill. They say 3 decent red pill. What do we talk about? Life, relationship, yourself, empath, narcissist, good and bad people. That's it. That's all we focus on. You, what's up with you? Why you sad? You get back about, people don't, when we ask you how you doing, how's it going, why you sad, they'll do deflection, right? And they'll avoid the question and be, well, I'm having a good day, so now what to do. But I know, I ask a simple question. Why are you sad? You can't answer why you're sad. Why are you running from a question? It's just a simple answer. But I get it. You're going through it. Why? So if you want to, how's life? How's work? And you back now, let's say, they have their job. Cool. I have my job. I travel. I'm making 6 figures. That'd be cool. So you make all that money. I remember at the market in Seattle, I do this all the time. I go, that's cool. You have all that money. I'm happy you're financially well off. That's blue pill talk. But when it comes to red pill talk, I ask you a simple question. Why are you sad? Why are you in your feelings? And you can't even answer that. So all that money, sad and fame you do, what you've achieved in life, and you're still sad. Make that shit make sense. You're scared to work on yourself. That's all it is. And here's the best part. I can talk to you whenever you want to. Here's my number, whatever you want to do, Facebook, IG, wherever you want to talk about it. Or keep it simple, right here at the farmer's market. Every Saturday, if you decide to come back, I'm here. So we can talk then. And, then be like, why do you want to talk to me? I was like, I just want to hold you and guide you, get your life back so you don't feel alone. Is that wrong? But that's the time it's about respecting your boundaries. You don't got to talk about it. After this conversation today, you don't have to ever come back here again. But I will remind you the door's always open as a friend associate, not as a partner. Like, what do you mean? I won't give up on you, man. Simple as that. While the rest of the universe give up on you, I won't. Because that shit sucks when you feel alone and shit. It's going to beat you up bad. So that's why, once again, like, at the farmer market, the women be like, you should talk to my boyfriend, my husband. I was like, I got you, whenever, man. You might not like what I say, but they're like, I don't care, that's what it's supposed to be. Just talking vibe, and that's it. And then show love and respect to each other and keep it humble, and everything will fall into place. I promise you that, and that's the intent. To keep it humble and respectful every which way. 2 seconds, guys. Cool. That's why, I didn't go to the farmer market yesterday because I couldn't go because my daughter's, she had her testing, but they heard about my accident and stuff like that. So I got all these, like, my regular customers all calling me, texting me, DM me, what's up? Hey, I heard about the accident, man. I saw a picture your nephew showed me. I was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm happy you're here still. Like, oh yeah, I'm not ready to leave yet. That's not my intent. My intent, I'm 42 now, 18 at heart, but I'm trying to live triple figures, 100 plus. Because why? I'm going to, every day above ground, I want to keep telling the same story to help people get their life back, especially if you're your early 20s, 30s and shit. I'm giving you all the answers, but remember, my side is what? Communication, comprehension. Your side is communication. You don't have to comprehend anything I just told you. That is definitely your choice. So, but if someone can, like, the cool thing is when you have a support team, we give you scenarios, options, ideas. So the day you get in a situation like that, you're not just going there green like, fuck, I'm about to fall on my face. Like, nah. They told me the story, etc. They told me here's my options now, what I'm going to choose. And I tell my one-on-ones, like, even if you choose wrong, like I did, don't be too hard on yourself. But I'll give you shit to mess with you. Like, what do you mean? I go, let's say that you chose the wrong decision-wise, right? You chose what I did. And I forewarned you as you did, like, fuck, man. Really tell me about this shit. Remember this, before your head hits the ground, think of me and then hit your head. But remember, give me your hand, I'll pick you up 1,000 times. Don't be too hard on yourself. I did the same thing. And that's a cool thing because each time you do the same mistakes, the intent is to trip, fall, but don't stay down too long. Get up faster. And the intent is you don't keep doing the same mistakes in life. Whatever mistakes you do in life, consistently wise, it's not a mistake. It's called an addiction. It's a habit. Simple as that. Fuck your excuses. SOS, stuck and stupid. 1 plus 1 equals 3 wrong answer. It's not a mistake, man. It's called a habit. Break your habit. Break your addiction. If you choose to want to, which is your choice, So. Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, trying to catch this computer real fast. Really, what's the deal? Are you a paid host? I don't speak big O. I've heard that term. I don't know what that means. If you can elaborate, fresh thought, please, because I don't know what that means. I don't I go on social media wise, like, but I don't know. I don't speak the tongue wise. I just go on lives and have fun. How about that? I just tell a story. I tell the same story every day above ground. Same exact story. I tell everybody, every day above ground, you can do whatever you want. What? Got choices. You do right, wrong, love, hate, happy, bitter, whatever you want to do. Definitely your choice. So with that said, tomorrow you wake up above ground, you just want to keep being sad, happy, bitter, fall to man-made bullshit, or be stuck on man-made bullshit, drugs, alcohol, pills. That's all on you. You don't need it at all. Like I say, like one of my shit says, trigger warning. Whatever your addiction is, analogy. The bottle doesn't need you need the bottle. So. You can get money doing what you're doing now, talking to people, hosting your own lives. Oh, really? I didn't know that. How do you do that? Once again, I don't know anything about, I don't know anything about social media. Like TikTok, all these platforms just go live. Twitch, Big O, Likey, I just go live, but I don't know anything about that. It'd be cool to get paid for this, you know what I mean? Because as an individual, this is my idea, right? I love to make money off this, right? But to give back, maintain off of it, so this is my job, quote unquote. And then get back to the community-wise, to the people, especially like the women that are in toxic relationships, and single mothers, especially single mothers. Like, yo, I got you. You don't work, I got you. I got money and power. I get paid for doing this already, so I could take care of you. And me, I'll be traveling. I want to meet the people that I'm helping guide in every which way, because I have money, power to travel. Fucking me doing TikToks, pods, and all that good shit, having fun with them. Like, yo, I want to hear your story. What's up with you? And then take care of them, man. That's it. But I tell them, remember, as a friend associate, I got you, not as a partner, because I can't feed you or save you. So control your feelings, because when people take care of you and guide you, you feel good, But the thing is, if you can't control your hard feelings, then you might potentially start liking them. And that's why as individuals, you verbalize your boundaries. Like, no, it's not like that, Just love and respect. Don't think that I'm doing this for you and the kiddos. Like, there's something you want, I want something out of it. No, nothing like that. Just, I have money and power now. I've been in your shoes, but it sucks. I'll inbox you. Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Please, that'd be awesome. Because I tell you, I don't speak that, but that in my head, I'm like Joe Rogan status, that type of fame. But no respect to Joe Rogan, so he does that. That's his job. So they give him, hey, shit out. Here's your interview, and these people, etc. This is subjects. Nah, mine just is strictly red pill. That's all I do. Yes, you're smart. Thank you. People will listen exactly 1,000, and that's the intent. Thank you. You can also go live and stuff. Tell your followers to come to this app to gift you. Oh, awesome. Don't have to have 1 million followers or none to get paid. I'll teach you. Hey, I'm definitely down. I tell you, I do computers, and I tell everybody, if you're intense to go live, what I recommend, for your time, especially Rep Talk, Positive Talk, don't rely on one platform. Before, twice in TikTok, I got, banned. I had a good session, right? So after that, I got bothered. I was like, what the fuck? I speak positive shit. I'm not saying anything incorrectly, but with that said, what I do is I didn't rely on TikTok anymore. So I go at home. I go live on Big O, Likey, Twitch. I go on 2 dating apps lives. The dating apps are fucking garbage. And then I go live on Clubhouse. So I go on 6 cell phones, 6 lives at the same time. So if someone reports me, whatever on that, let's say Likey, I don't. Oh shit. Well, guess no. My session continues on. Simple as that. So I don't stop. And then from there, for the most part on Twitch, they're keeping it humble, and I'm not getting reported yet. So if it do the day I get reported on all these platforms for seeing what I'm saying, I told you have a cell phone, get a camera, record the session, and now it's your camera. You're not using the platform because you use their servers. You don't own the app, you don't own the servers, you're just borrowing it. And then obviously all these apps are making off people. Make money off people wise. I get it for sure. That's cool. Thank you. No, I've been doing this for 3 years now. In my head, to my last dying breath, I'm trying to do that. That's why when the officer, last Saturday when I got the accident, right? It would have been a head-on collision, but I didn't panic or nothing. I didn't freeze up. I saw the lights, and fucking played basically like chicken. They jumped in my lane. I cranked the wheel. We bounced off each other, and that's why I say the bodies are fucking weak. The vessel is so weak, man. So with that said, the officer's like, yo, you took it pretty well. You handled the situation. The back of the flip. I was like, right, but I'm trying to live long as possible. Like, what? I know it sounds crazy, officer, but in my head, I'm going for triple digits. What do you mean? Every day above ground, I tell the same story. It's not my time to go yet. That's what I was thinking. I was telling yo, Lucifer, it ain't my time, baby boy. You trying hard, but it's not my time yet. What's on your forehead? Okay, so my forehead was so Bible talk, right? Born and raised as a Catholic, blue pill talk, right? Nothing wrong with religion. Religion's beautiful, right? And as long as you show love, respect, we're talking and vibing, we good. But anyways, I was reading when I was going to my breakup 3 years ago. I was reading the Bible, right? I was like, well, let me read the Bible because the oldest book, supposedly it's like the map to life. Also, it's guide, but it's obviously old school terminology. So with that said, I was like, there's got. I know the answers in the Bible that I'm looking for because I say everyone's got BPD, empathy. Everyone's got this shit. Do you reactive abuse? But why do we do what we do? That's what I want to figure out, right? So in the very beginning, Genesis 2:16-17, that's when God talks to Adam. Check out, you eat whatever you want in the Garden of Eden, etc. The fruits, etc. Not from the Garden of Eden as far as the tree of knowledge. Leave that tree alone, because if you eat from the tree of knowledge-wise, you would certainly die. But remember, that's just an analogy, not physically. Lucifer gas and manipulate Eve, ship it from there, wise, boom, she didn't die. Shit out. And Eve goes to eat Adam, shit out, I didn't die. Take a bite of it. So here's that. Remember that physically they didn't die, but spiritual, emotionally, mentally they died because now they got BPD, empathy wise. Now they see the wrong, etc. Why they can do reactive abuse, all that good shit, right? So that's why now they know they're naked, run away from God, all that good shit, right? So with that said, I say everyone's got BPD, empathy. They're like, that's not true. Especially therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, and see how the markets get triggered and pissed, right? But shit out. If that's not true, I didn't make the Bible up, right? That was before any of our time. The oldest book of the universe. So who is your first, narcissistic sociopath, psychopath? Adam and Eve's kids, Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother Abel, not over fucking 2023 mammy bullshit, not over drugs, not over pills, not over gangs, mafias, Ukraine, fucking Russia, relationships, none of this mammy bullshit. It was over jealousy because Cain took, Bible talk, Cain took like whatever, let's say it's the best cow he had, right? Yo, God, check it out, because God was talking with Abel. Yo, God, check it out, this is my best cow, I fed it, all that good shit. And God's like, oh, that's nice, it's good, in a loving, respectful manner, not being rude to him. And then we went back to the conversation with Abel. So Lucifer rolls up and he's like, yo, what up, Cain? You see that? God loves Abel a little bit more than you guys. A little bit more. What are you going to do about it? And Cain got triggered and shit, did reactive abuse, and he killed his brother over fucking jealousy. And then even Cain, lie to God. God, what up, Cain? What's up? How you doing? How's it going? Good. Blessed. What's your brother Abel up? I don't know. Maybe in the garden chilling. I don't know. That's really because where I made your father in the ground wise in the dirt, I smell your brother's blood. So you killed your brother. Oh my gosh, there's your first narcissistic sociopath psychopath. So we all got BPD, empathy. The intent to control your narcissist trait. Lucifer side, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. God side, love, proud, humble, and that's all we are. And then I have the crown of thorns from Jesus. Why? Because 3 years ago I crucified myself by telling a story and then through my therapy. Because the man, we don't have no voice at all. Women have voice. Kids have voice. Men don't got no voice at all. Only if you're rich, status, and fame, all that good shit. Social media famous. Well, I'm going to say what I'm saying. So my therapy, petty, simple little words, if you read them, it'll trigger you easily wise. Especially the boys. Especially when I get on me wise. Men are the issue, not the women. Not all men, a lot of men. So, and so on and so on. I'm trying to capture you. Apologize. First time. That's cool. Thank you. Thanks for the gifts and all. Fresh. You would get big. That'd be nice. I tell you, I tell people you don't give up in life. Everything will fall into place. Patience is a virtue, right? So I know what I'm talking about 1,000. That's why I say all the time. I challenge the universe. 95% are codependent. The boys won't take this conversation because they get in the feelings, because they can't tell the truth and self-accountability. Oh, I didn't fuck up. So if you didn't fuck up, that means you're an angel. So that means that you should be as we speak, a healthy long-term relationship. Or you're like me, single, chilling, celibacy, nothing. You're not body hopping, man, ho, all the good shit. Nah. And they get triggered. Are you doing that? And they stay quiet. Oh, so you are a man, ho. Awesome. So that's what by the way, I just told you. Okay, check your inbox whenever you get off. And oh yeah, most definitely, for sure, Fresh Dog. Definitely do that. Thank you. Great speaker too. Thank you. Oh no, I tell you I guess at the markets and especially on TikTok wise, I do my TikToks. I check out if you want to do this online debate. Remember, I'm not better than you, vice versa. Well, because you just don't know that yet. But if you're a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, a life coach, talk creator, if you're not on Jordan Peterson's level, Jordan Peterson's level wise, I'm too much for you. I'll have a conversation with you. I'll take anyone's debate, online debate, but I'm just letting you know that's where I sit at. I would love to speak to Jordan Peterson because he's awakened. He's almost woke, and that's why he's that's why when he talks about relationships and his kids, he starts getting emotional, starts crying and shit, right? It's a deep subject, but the reason being because I know for 1,000 that he's not woke yet because he was woke. I talk about the same shit. I don't even get emotional about it, and I'm a single father with 8 kids. The only time I get emotional for the most part is when I watch TikToks or watch movies. To me, as a red pillar, especially woke, I dissect everything I watch. I'm like, damn, every fucking movie there's an empath, there's a narcissist, there's deflection, projection, there's reactive abuse, trauma bond. It's all on our faces, and it was a good flick. That's it. Yeah, Blue Pillars is a good movie. That's it. Or the movie sucked. I was like, yeah, the movie sucked, but did you see the message? It's all in your face, man. Especially when it talks about middle school, high school, child trauma, bullshit, relationships. Everything's fucking there. Everything's fucking there. You just don't see it yet. In time, when you have guidance, you will see what's happening. That's why, like, I was watching this anime. I love, first and foremost, I love to get a shout out to the Asian culture. I love Asian. Out of all the cultures in the universe, I love the Asian culture because for the most part, they're respectful. They always have hella wisdom. They always got some badass shit to say, Analogies and metaphors to the fullest. I love this shit, right? So with that said, I love anime. So with that said, I'm watching this movie called Bubble. It came out last year on Netflix. And then there's a part where, like, the girl sings. Well, she don't even sing. She's just humming. But it's fucking beautiful, right? And soothing. And then from there, it's death. Death sucks. But here's the kicker. When someone passes, the physical body passes, right? Yeah, in his situation, I don't want to say too much about it if you want to watch it. Someone passes, I said that about keep it simple. Someone passes, I don't want to ruin it for you. So he's crying about the situation. In my head, I'm like, yeah, you see, like you're crying because the physical body's gone and they're leaving you and it sucks and it's hurt, right? But they came out, as a bubble, etc. So spiritual, emotion, mentally, she's still by his side. And that's fucking beautiful. That's why I shed tears on that part because I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You lose people in life physically wise, but spiritual, emotion, mentally, they're always by your side. That's why it's called energy. It's all about fucking energy. You feel it. You feel someone watching you, present, etc. When you're talking to your whomever is past, they're hearing you, but they can't talk to you physically. But they can give you signs. They can touch you, like, etc. Be in your dreams. And then the next lifetime, you see each other again. It's just, this life is just a general cycle, man. That's all it is. It's a broken record. What I believe is in each lifetime, the intent is to go through your healing, awaken, eventually woke journey. This lifetime, it took me 39 years of my life. Maybe the next lifetime, I'll be 35, 30 years old, and so on and so on. So that's the part I believe in life-wise. And the other part is like the whole thing with Jesus, right? God and stuff, angels. So let's say scenario where I was an angel, right? And then I imagine y'all seen TikTok, you've seen movies where they do it. It's because it's scenarios. Because no one knows the answer until it's our time to go. When this vessel's done its time, then we will know every answer in life. But by rules, you can't tell. That scenario, I passed away, right? And now I know for a fact, yes, there is God. Yes, there is heaven. This story that I said was correct, wise. I can't tell none of you that because by rules, I can't go down here. I can do spiritual motion, mentally wise, but I can't tell anybody verbally wise. That is everyone's journey, right? But we can give signs and so on and so on. So let's say scenario, I'm an angel. I know everything how the universe functions, but I want to go down and help the humans, quote unquote, right? But the time, okay, you can go down as a human, but when you go down as a human, all the knowledge you know up here in heaven, nothing, zero. You start like one of them. The intent is you become woke. Remember everything that happened, everything you thought, everything you knew before the situation, and then if you're still there, you heal, guide, support, uplift, promotion, my love to everybody. But people can call you crazy. They can off your fucking dome because you're saying too much. So just say it correctly and slowly and smoothly wise, or they just off your dome. That's what I'm saying. Like, as an individual, I'm blessed, right? I love my tattoos, I like great jazz. So if you ever hear any of these platforms that Magic Garrido off his dome because he's going through depression, anxiety, no. The answer to that situation is the narcissist. The people that universe is the narcissist disciples, the fullest musical disciples, right? So they find out who I am, right? That I'm saying way too fucking much. Gotta keep it very simple. So they won't do it personally, but they'll send Joe Blood off my dome, a little gangbang, my fuel, some shit off my dome. Why? Because I'm 1% of the universe. They don't want me to open my mouth too much and tell the 85% of the universe that's a follower. That's stuck on man-made bullshit. Like, you every day above ground, you got choices. What? I got choices? You got choices. You do whatever you want. You don't need people. You don't. Nope. You don't need people. The only person you need is the person in the mirror. You want people if they want you. That's why it's called matching energy or taking energy. If they're taking it, why do you allow them to take it? Well, that's my kid. And every kid can do whatever they want to do, especially when they're 18 and above. All my kids can hit 18 years old, graduate, and I'd say I treat them good, all the good shit, everything smoothly wise, right? On my ends, and we get along all the good shit. They hit 18, they graduate. Fuck you, dad. I don't want to talk to you. That I won't get my feelings about it. Be cool. Hey, the door's always there. You can talk about it whenever you want to. I pray for that's it. I pray that you make it in the Matrix, and they'll be like, "What do you mean the Matrix? You're gonna go in you're a young adult, fresh. You're about to go in the Matrix with us other adults. If you can't judge and read me, I will destroy you. So if I could do that, imagine people that are narcissistic that don't know this shit, but I just told you, and they're destroying people left to right. I already know what's gonna happen, and that's why the pros and cons of having kids. Pros is beautiful, accept all the good experience. The cons is I already know what's gonna happen to them. You know, all my 8 kids can be crackheads, alcoholic tweakers. They're gonna go toxic relationships. They can off their domes. All people domes. They can do a lot of negative bullshit, and I can't fix them or save them at all. All I could do is heal, guide, support, uplift for one show my love to them, and that's it. That's all I could do for them and any of you guys behind the screen. That's all I can do. If I have a partner, same shit. That's it. All I can do is just observe, and that's it. Put, give my guidance, support, every which way, give information, knowledge, and that's it. Scenarios, options, and that's it. They could take it, leave it. Take it, that's on them. Leave it, that's on them. I can't afford it. Well, I know 1,000, you're about to get him off the fuck up. He's completely stupid. But yeah, that's her choice. I can't do nothing about it. That's her journey. But I love him. Yes, I know you love him. He don't love you. I already know that. And you're going to pray, plant hope, and sit there and, and manifest. Like in the 40s, 70s, in the spiritual world, Wiccans, white magic, astrology, all that shit, like, I saw this TikTok post, right? Talking about if you do like, I think it's called, don't quote me now, but I think it's like cord cutting wise, that if it doesn't work because, that's your twin flame. And I was like, yo, for all you 4D, 70, the Matrix wise, right? Spiritual world, you could do all the cord cuttings, you could do all the spiritual things, relics and fucking, like spells, love spells, all it is your journey. None of that shit's gonna work, I promise you that. If you're trauma bonded, you're trauma bonded, and that's it. You can do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say, it's not gonna work. It's on you. Forgive, not forget, let go. There's the answer. Forgive is communication. Toxic relationship, I know they're not good for me, right? Obviously not forget, it's been written, and then you gotta let them go. What? You gotta let them go, do closure for yourself, because that's called what? Comprehension. I comprehend they're not good for me. I'm gonna push them away. I will show them respect as a friend, associate, not as a partner, because everyone comes in. It's just a blessing. When they leave, what's the lesson? I learned the lesson hardcore. I went through verbal physical abuse, yes. But guess what? I haven't done against them because I know they're being codependent. I know they're not ready to be in a relationship at all. They're gonna body up and all they want. Those females and males to be the new partners, they're all gonna get destroyed because they're not working themselves. I already know that, but I have nothing against them. I tell a story now. That's when you're evolved. So that's when you can break a trauma bond, soul tie, aka trauma bond. I mean, what do you call that? Twin flames, all that good shit. You break it. Your journey, not theirs, yours. So once again, like you do, pay all the money to your Wiccans, tarot card, do all that, do what you got to do, but it's your journey, it's not theirs. Like me as an individual, like sometimes I feel like doing like TikTok to give people that do tarot cards readings, to give them shit. Like if you're doing it authentic way, read the cards correctly, it's cool, I get it. But when you're making money off a situation, you're being greedy about it. And who's typically runs the tarot card readers and spirit, spells and astrology and shit? No, I said it's the females. Every fucking which way, right? Like me, they feel like, what's your sign? I'm like, well, blue pill talk and then spiritual talk, 40s and the Matrix wise, I'm an Aquarius. What's your moon and all that sun sign? I go, I don't go by none of that. I don't know. No, when I say it, I don't care to know what it is. You can go if you want to. I'll give you all my information. You can do the whole chart, etc., and tell me, oh yeah, this and that. I'll be okay, cool. That's your world. 40, 70 Matrix. I'm 3D. So with that said, I'm the referee for all the realms. With that said, like I go by what you are. If you're more empathetic or narcissistic wise, if you're narcissistic, I will verbalize why you're being what you, the way you are, why you say what you say. I don't give a shit how beautiful you are. BBLs, OnlyFans, that's just shit's irrelevant to me. That's man-made bullshit. So if you can be beautiful, but inside you're broken, they'll get lost. You being narcissistic, your head's too swollen. So yeah, you're ugly inside. But I'm happy you're 40, 70 in the Matrix. Call yourself a goddess. You're not a goddess. You're a demi. One foot in, one foot out, because I'm a god. And with that said, like I say in my mansion, right? Spiritual, emotion, mentally, I worked on myself. Healing, went through the healing, awakening, woke journey. So, beast, I'm a god of immortal. Zeus, the god, ain't got shit on I. How so? Because Zeus fell to what? Lust. That's why he had demigods and goddesses everywhere, because he doesn't control his lust. You don't have to. It's called no self-will. I got self-will. I could be doing friend events like crazy to speak right now. I could be in many relationships, have a girlfriend, and be body hopping like crazy. My choice. Because why? There's conversations. Women love open conversations because they're like, oh shit, yes, I comprehend you. We're all the same. Just this body is a vessel, not it. We're all equal. All the man versus women. It's just the body. It's a vessel. Cherish it, take care, and maintain it. You gotta take care of your body so your body takes care of you. Simple as that. If you try to live long as possible. And stress is a killer, right? Why the fuck do they say that? Because it is. The more you stress in life, the more your body toxic, the more you get sick, fatigued, and bullshit. And the worst situation is that what? Don't get in fucking toxic relationships. Judge and read everybody for who they really are. Am I acting nice? Am I being nice? Am I offering you love? Toxic love or lust. If you can't read me nor judge me, I will destroy you. I promise you I will. That's why as an individual, in the Spanish culture, I don't have to share the Spanish culture. Hispanic and Spaniards, the boys ain't fucking shit. The women, you have toxic and shit, narcissistic ones, but that's because of the way they grew up with, or they got these choices and now their walls are up, not giving a fuck, right? Which is definitely the choice. But individual, like, that's why in the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards, they can't teach me shit in life. At all, from Washington State to Mexico, back to Milan, Spain. 99% of the boys can't teach me shit. 1% of the men, we talking and vibing. And then the women and the girls, 95% can teach me nothing, but here's the kicker. They will actually, if they choose to have this conversation, they'll know where I'm coming from. I'll fucking blow the fucking minds. Simple as that, because in our culture, like, remember, if y'all, whatever tongue y'all speak, so this is Spanish words to English. So if you speak, I don't give a Japanese, Somalian, whatever, you guys have the same exact words, but just obviously different tongues, right? So if I'm a machista, I'm a narcissist, right? Being narcissistic-wise. If I'm a, soft, weak, whatever, mandilon, lamagro, etc., I'm being a mandilon. I'm being empathetic, empathist-wise, right? If I have my girlfriend, I want to test the boundaries, right? And right, my girlfriend can be blessed, beautiful, all the good shit, baby girls, right? She treats me like a king, all the good shit, but I don't. I'm checking out girls in front of her, and she don't say shit past, because what am I doing? I'm testing her boundaries. And if she sees that, she's just giving a look like, fuck you, whatever, but she won't realize nothing. So I can keep passing boundaries. So I check out girls in front of her face. If I'm doing it in front of her face, imagine I work with the boys, etc. That's called machismo, aka narcissism. So in our culture, that's the way we speak. The men, like I tell ladies, if you're not Spanish, you want to date Spanish boys, we're gonna mop you the fuck out of you every which way. Don't go by looks, curly hair, fucking. We speak our Spanish bullshit, Rico Suave. That's fucking cosmetic bullshit. Even the fucking women, like I'm like, yo, I love them, but cosmetically, that's it. Yeah, she's on point, nice tattoos, nice aura, they speak Spanish, and all, like, yeah, that's cool. It's cosmetic. But I know that she's a toxic guy. I know she's narcissistic-wise. I know I'm way too much for her. Especially when I knock the shit out of Spanish culture. And then she probably get offended, like, what? Why you always talking shit about culture? I go, no, that's not talking shit. Talking shit is saying this, that the men are nice. We have an awesome, healthy relationship long term. There is no toxicity. That's talking shit. I'm speaking facts. Our fucking relationships are fucking garbage. The culture is fucking garbage. I don't give a shit about history. History is the past. Keep in the present. Why is relation garbage? Fucking, and then why y'all go on social media fucking act like you lovey-dovey and shit, but you behind closed doors, you hate each other. Everyone knows you hate each other. You see you're posting bullshit, but on IG, TikTok, all lovey-dovey, like, bro, fucking so fake as fuck, that fake orange love story. That's why as an individual, I say all the time, I want to ever be with a Spanish girl, a Hispanic Spaniard. I'd be with a Spanish woman, Hispanic Spaniard, if she's doing healing and awakening journey-wise, if she comprehends where I'm coming from. If she doesn't get offended when I talk about the Spanish culture. If she does, I'm too much for her. I'll Spanish people that DMs, they want to get to know me, shit, I'm a virgin, I would tell you about me, but I'm just to let you know, like, I'll knock the shit out of the culture. If that's too much for you, I'll be way too much for your family. So are you ready to give up your family? What? And that's a lot of people in relationships, man. We let our families get involved in relationships. Been there, done that. I won't ever do that mistake again. Like, I get it if they see your partner's toxic-wise, then I get that part to give me advice, but they're like, I say you two get along wise, right? But they don't like her because whatever, her religion, her color, her skin, whatever fucking man-made bullshit it is, right? But you two are blessed, but since you haven't cut to your umbilical cord, you fucking let your family get involved. And then until your family gas and manipulates you, hate you out, we don't. Like, yeah, she's nice, she's beautiful, she's on point, she got money, but we don't like her at all. Like, we don't accept her because of you, because you're our son, all that good shit, right? So, either choose us or you choose her. Happens all the fucking time, gaslight manipulation-wise. So what are you going to do with the situation? Are you going to stay with your partner that you two are blessed, shows you everything-wise, or drop her like a ton of bricks because it's your parents? I don't want to lose my parents. Well, that's why you're broken codependent, man. Cut the fucking umbilical cord and not. Don't ever be in a relationship. To be mean to you, my narcissist traits, shut up, my empathy, sympathy, don't ever be in relationships. Because every time your parents get some type of way, something happens, or let's say your father's talking shit to your mother was, and then I pick up for your mom's was, yo, baby boy, kick back with your shit, why you being disrespectful? What's gonna happen? Then I was altercation, family gonna talk about it, and then I pressure my girlfriend, hey, that wasn't cool. Yes, your father should have done that shit, but that's not his matters. And then I tell her, you either stay with, you either love us or love him. You leaving us, leaving him. As an individual, I have a female on my side. Let's say it happens to her, I'm like, yo, baby girl, I'm choosing myself. But that's why, as an individual, I do scenarios. Every female with the potential to be on my side, I give everything I just told you. I tell her that. Are you ready for this? What? Are you ready for this? Because when your family sees me, especially your Spanish and shit, all this tattoos, they have the right to judge me. Gangbang, my first drug dealer, fucking little hoodlum and shit. But can they read me? I'm not a statistic. So are you ready for that? If you're not ready for that, then don't get involved. I'll be your friend associate. You can like me the fuck all you want. It's feelings. Control those shits. So I'm asking you, are you ready for this? Because I'm looking for long-term healthy relationship, not this short-term little bit bullshit. If you want to do that, I'll give you my narcissist traits, shut up my fucking feelings, and we do benefits. Cool, fuck it. I've been there, done that. But my intent is not to do that. I don't want that at all. That's temporary bullshit in life. So, that's what type. You got to realize what you want from the situation. Or if not, sell dreams. That's definitely your choice. Definitely your choice. Sorry. Odd. Sorry. Anyways, but I'll probably learn in like 10 minutes how to get out because I have to get back to work. in time, this is what I want to be doing all the time. Like wake up, do like 10-hour shift, go live, chop it up, have fun with it. Because I love these conversations. This is probably real life, especially for the women. That's what I'm here for. The girls, the women, and then single moms. And that's why I tell her, even my own kiddo, like my daughter, she went through relationship issues, and I tell my daughter, because she's 20 going on 21, right? I tell her, yo, babe, I love you, but, you saw me 3 years ago going through a breakup, right? I was 39 then, now I'm 42. So with that said, as an individual, the last 2 years of my life, I'm blessed. So, in this lifetime, how many more times do you want to die in relationships? I go, here in Little Mexico, these fuck boys, these guys ain't shit. Fuck no. I go, why don't you see your father to grow over here, especially in Little Mexico? There's no potential for me here at all. Yes, you have nice ones, empathetic ones, I get it. Traditional ones, I get it, but my tattoos, that's a no-no off the back. Because they already know, they could be interested, but they know the family's gonna talk shit. So they gotta do what? Accept somebody else. Their shit, not my shit. I pray for them, that's it. Because they don't understand that I got a life? Yep, you got a life. What are you gonna do with the situation? Or you're gonna let your family dictate your relationships. That's very wrong. But that's definitely your choice. Definitely your choice. As an individual, I'm not trying to live miserably. Because how you live miserably? So once again, if you like something to the fullest, right? That's cool. You know that for a fact, 1,000. That's fucking beautiful. But the situation is, if you accept people in life, then you be miserable. But what's accepting people in life? This is when, if you don't align each other on spiritual, emotional, mental wise, that you love and love each other only, then it's not gonna work out. Because the intent is that you match the energy, level, change, the love language. All four, not just 2, 3. No, all four. You do communication comprehension. Once again, love and lust each other only. What I say, the potential to be wise, we become each other friends, passions, lovers, porn stars, and what? Therapists. We both comprehend there is beauty and lust everywhere, just cosmetics. This body is asleep and that's it. Cool. So we can't control your lust, then you're always gonna fall to it. So that means you're both codependent, you can't be in a monogamous relationship at all. Can't, capital C. And from there wise, if you accept people life, then from there wise you be miserable because it's gonna catch up to you. And how so? Well, let me elaborate. If you scenario, right? I have a girlfriend, right? She's beautiful. She's money, status, and fame. She's blessed every which way, right? But the only thing that bothers me about her, remember, this is a scenario now. She's jealous. Only thing is that she's jealous and controlling. Why? She worries about the cell phone. You spend too much time on social media. You talk to so many females one-on-ones. And this scenario, as an individual, the potential to be out for one, in my head, I'm already famous. It hasn't happened yet. So the day I become famous, I'm traveling. I got money and power. I want to meet the people I'm talking to. They're going through relationship issues, etc. Wise. That I want to do a pod with. I want to be face to face, show them where you're from, etc. Wise. I want to hear the story. If they're going through financial wise, but I can't leave because like I work, but I'm barely making it. He's only by my side. I stay in a steady situation because he helps on the bill. Oh, so you're only with her because of financial abuse part because you don't have cool queen. I got you. So that's what I'm gonna tell her. You ready for that? Are you ready? It's for us and my kids also. If she has kids, also I help you out. Yes, but I'm gonna get back to the universe. It's not my money. It's their money. It's my followers' money. So I have money and power now. I'll use it correctly. Wise, it's not gonna bother you. So let's say it does bother her. And I let it slide. It'd be like, cool, whatever. I just try to shrug it off, right? But I already knew, we talked about it bothered her 10 days in, 30 days in, right? But I don't tell her nothing, keep it to myself, right? But everyone that sees your video, you and your girlfriend, you're blessed. You see on social media, power couple, all the good shit. And I'd be cool, yeah. So I tell her, I tell her, I tell everybody in the mother, like, yeah, we blessed, but, and when you accept people, you drop the butt lines. What's the butt lines? But she's jealous, but she's controlling. So I tell everybody in the mother that they say you're blessed. Yes, we're blessed, but she's me in my situation, she's controlling. That's one thing about her. But she's jealous, but she's controlling. But I tell everybody that but her, my girlfriend. That's the shit. I didn't tell her 30 days in, a year in, 2 years in, and then we gotta have the conversation. Guess what? If you don't change your ways, I'm gonna have to get up and leave. What? Yeah. So that's why I tell people you gotta keep it honest. Keep it 1,000 day one. If you don't keep it 1,000 day one, then you sell people dreams. Hurt people. Don't do that. If they're not on your level, then they're not on your level. You have a bunch of tattoos all over your body. Not all over my body. It's mainly my face, my neck, my arms. So I'll show you. So like my chest, my neck, my arms. That's it for now. One on my stomach. By the end of the year, I'll have the intent to finish all my tattoos. So I'm gonna get my neck done. Finish my neck here. In June, I'm having 4 sessions. So I'll finish this bicep. Finish it. A bunch of words, sayings, my personal sayings. Then my biceps, triceps, and then the biggest one will be my back. Cause I'm gonna do I don't know if there's a proper name of it. I believe it is. Don't quote me now, but I think it's like the cross of Exodus. So I just say if it's easier, look it up. To put Tupac cross tattoo. It's on his back. So his is in the middle of his back. I want to do like on my last shoulder to shoulder. The top of the cross, the head of it stick out, and it's gonna have all my TikTok sayings and my personal sayings for the whole universe. And to trigger everybody, just petty ass words, right? So the top's gonna say, as long as you live godly, 10 commandments, all the 10 commandments, Jesus like as an individual, then you are blessed as an individual. So with that said, I emphasize you. See, 2 times. If you live it, you doing it, then you're blessed as an individual. You, not your parents, not your partner, not your kids. You and I are talking and vibing. That is, it's your life, not your parents' life, not your kids' life, your life. So with that said, if you're doing that lovely, positive, empathetic lifestyle, godly like, then you have a toxic partner by your side, and you're dating an elusive disciple. Why are you doing that for? Because we got kids, co-parenting, 5 years deep, then you can start all over again. But that's definitely your choice, or stay there, your choice. So that's why I tell you see the door right there. The door is always there. You can leave whenever you want to, and that's why I tell potentials to be. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. What? My second baby mom's 3 years went through a bad breakup. That is the last female in my life, in this lifetime, I ever shed a tear for. My recent, ex-wife, we broke up like a year ago. 13, 14 months ago. Anyways, I didn't share a tear at all. Like I told her, I don't need you, I want you. So with that said, I'm not broken codependent. Everyone that sheds tears, etc., you're stuck and you break up, you're broken codependent. In time, you can become dependent on yourself and comprehend, like, I don't need nobody. I want somebody. Do you have kids? Oh, I got a squad. I'm a single father with 8 kids. So my first baby mom's narcissistic average weight from Garas, Venezuela, Latina, raised in New York. I did elusive disciple not knowing. 3 daughters. They're about to be, the oldest should be 21 this year. Pretty soon my second oldest should be 19, and then my youngest one should be 13. Then my second baby mom, 7 years, Mexicana. 7 years together, 5 boys. They're 11, 9, 8, just turned 6 and about to turn 4. So I got a squad. But that's why I tell my kids, don't be like your father, have a bunch of kids. Take your time. I'll hold you and guide you. Because kids are a blessing, and what's the lesson? There's also a lesson. So, yeah. And the pros having kids, like, they're a blessing. Yes, you have fun. They teach you a lot, right? The cons is, now that I know what I know 1,000, all my 8 kids can become crackhead alcoholic tweakers. They can off their domes, go to a toxic relationship, and off their domes because of codependency wise, right? And it sucks. It sucks knowing all this shit is gonna happen to them potential wise, and I can't face or say them. I can get mad situations in toxic relationship, but they can go back to their toxic partner every which way. Lose disciples, I call them. I already know that because it's their journey, not my journey. But I can hold that and guide them. That's the benefit I tell my kids. The benefit, me wise, but you guys, like, not your mother, not, they can't teach us. Go. Man. No, take it. Mande. ¿Agresivos?
No. ¿Ya te habló Miguel?
Nah. Nada. ¿Se moque?
Ya tumbé al otro lado. Mira cómo está lleno de quemazones.
Oh, shit.
Cajitas.
Damn.
De los elementos.
¿Se fue a agregar acá o qué?
Voy a ocupar, necesitar otra vez hacer la misma historia de esto, sacarlos completamente.
Oh, todos los elementos,
Y ver si podemos hacerle un invento ahí como de este lado, una grafita, por si vas a instalar.
Ok.
Pero le mandé la foto para que mirara como están igual de achicharrados.
Sí. ¿Se lo vas a hacer hermano o qué va a hacer?
Ya se los mandé.
Ok. ¿Se lo va a quitar ahorita o...?
Pues vamos a intentar.
A ver. Cool. Ok. Pues madre.
Todo, los tres, mira.
Porque yo estaba al lado por eso, ¿no?
Mira, ¿cómo está ese?
No, sí creo que ese magro siendo en el mar o algo, por eso pasó eso.
Yo pienso que hizo un corto chingón. Se quemaron todo. Ok.
Bueno, gracias. Dale. See, and so that's, you see, that's Spanish, but my Spanish is faster than normal because my first baby mom is Latina. I'm Hispanic, Chicano. So Mexicans speak, as you can see, notice when I say this, him-wise, speaks a lot slower, right? I used to speak a lot slower. I'm trying to learn how to speak a lot slower, but I've been speaking fast for 22 years of my life, trying to slow dramatically, so bear with me. I apologize. So that's why I say, like, my flaws as an individual is I speak fast, I have an accent, I slur, and I mumble. Why? Because I'm very exhausted, because every day above ground, I do so many one-on-ones. I check my phone, a lot of new female DMs, etc. wise, asking questions, and then I'll be sleeping. Like, a lot of them they have my personal number wise, they'll comment through IG Messenger, etc. wise, and I'll be sleeping. And they wake me up. Like last night, I did like a 2-hour session, exhausted, and I think a half hour after I passed out, one of them called me. She's going bawling because he left again, etc. And if I wanted to, but remember, I have patience to the fullest for everyone in the universe. But if I wanted to, be like, hey, like, I already told you like 5 times, because it's been the 5th time already. I already told you it's called trombone. Like, why do I keep going back? Because in your head, I need him. He left again. Like, you call me Dwayne kind again. So thank you. So then I go, nah, just hey. I was with my first baby mom. So I destroyed her. Which one? It sucks. I get it. It's not fair. But the reason being, you just don't know this shit. You're not being fair to yourself. You don't need him. You should want him. Obviously, he doesn't want you. He just left again. And we spoke for 2 hours, and then went to sleep. Then woke up, and because I just wake up for whatever random reason. And now, you know what? Let me start doing my editing again. So I'm trying to finish a 12-minute big old Twitch live so I can put on my TikTok and trigger the OnlyFans and trigger people that are rich and all that good shit. Because money, status, and fame, but how you have anxiety, how do you have all my tattoos on your neck? I mean, on my neck, how do you have that going on with yourself, your mansion, and so on and so on. So this is what I do every day above ground. I tell the same story, but I love telling it because I'm trying to simplify it for you, especially the women. Every which way. I already know that women ain't the issue. I already know that. Yes, you have a narcissistic one, but it's easy because the category I created is called the lost empath. Who's that? This is a person you don't have by your side. The black market, gangbangers, mafiosos, drug dealers, racists, military cats, people from the block. The worst ones are people from the block, the ghetto hoods. Those relationships, all they are for the most part, is toxic love. They don't know what love is. Especially the boys. Fucking, those lose disciples, body hopping like crazy. Manholes to the fullest. Not all of them, a lot of them. The females too, I know there's good in them wise, been there with my benefits wise, but the thing is, like, they're not consistent because they don't love themselves. They're scared to leave the hood first and foremost. And if they leave the hood, the analogy, you can leave the hood, but did the hood leave you? Can you put your pride and ego away? Or you're always gonna pop out if someone looks at you, especially, like my situation. My first baby mom, they're like, all right, to the fullest from the streets wise, right? I'm tell yeah, she's beautiful and fine. The females in Seattle, in the north side, in Seattle in general, they're extra rich, right? And they would say in front of her page, like, yo, like, yeah, she's beautiful on point, etc. wise, but like, how are you with her? Like, your energy is good, her energy is bad. And I'll be like, well, it's my girl, etc. You know, like they would tell me, I pray for you and that's it. And they don't know who I am. They don't even know who we are. But it's all about energy. Street people, show that's people out there lose with disciples to the fullest. So just don't. If you want to go by looks, fuck it, go by looks. She's on point. I tell the queens all the time. Yes, I know you're beautiful, nice body, but other than you offer me toxic lust, or is it toxic love, lust, drama, trauma, bonds, and trauma? What do you bring to the table as an individual? Can you and I be an open, happy relationship to the fullest? Just you and I in that same language, but be open conversations. If we talk about the ghetto hoods, will that trigger you wise? If I make fun of people like that, will it trigger you wise? And I'm just bullshitting. I'm testing you to see if you actually get triggered, because that was you or that's still you. You're trying to not be that, but you still haven't evolved. See? So with that said, I don't give a shit how beautiful you are. Nice body, that's cosmetics. Did you know there's beautiful, nice bodies that are empathetic? They're godly-like, you're the devil-like, you just don't know that yet. And then you try, I'm the devil, like, that's just an analogy wise. I'm going to say you physically are, but look at the way you are. You know, you easy get triggered. So why would I, if I'm going to be with a person from the ghetto hood, etc. wise, I might as well go looking for my first baby mom. I know her for 12 years. I pray she's doing better. Not really going to say is I doubt it very much, because if she was doing a little bit better, she would call out to go talk to her daughter. She don't got to talk to I. She talk to her daughters, but that's their favorite choice. So that's why I say all the time to the people, the girls from the hood and the ghettos. If I'm doing that with you, I'm going to look for my first baby moms. Dead ass. Not being rude to you, but I'm way too much for you. I make fun of everybody. Tease my narcissist trait to trigger you, but I elaborate why I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't just make funny because I'm bored. No, not to be, do deflection, projection. No, I'm just holding your hand, guiding you, etc. and so on and so on. So, yeah, that's the shit. You gotta be careful with that, because if not, you're gonna be in a toxic relationship. Then what? Who do you blame? You can blame your ex. Remember, a lot of us point the fingers. My ex did it. My parents did it. Best friend, like, right? You can get partial blame. No one's probably have flaws. But with that said, like, what are you gonna do about the situation? Like, when are you gonna forgive, not forget, and then let go? If you choose to want to, which is your choice. If not, stay there being better, wear the mask, smiles, and then keep pointing the finger. Especially the boys. Boys are really good about that shit. Really good about that shit. Well, she fucked me over. Like, yeah, my first baby mom destroyed me, but with that said, like, I'm gonna sit on that for fucking 20 years? How many kids do you have? I got a squad of 8 kids. 7 by blood and my stepson, so 8 kids. So, and with that said, once again, be cautious of having a bunch of kids, like pros and cons. It's a lot. Like when I go see my boys, right, all 5 boys, they all try to talk to me at the same time. So if I be, hey, y'all, can you just be respectful, just one at a time, please. One in the feelings, they get up and leave, walk away, gotta go there, talk to them, etc. It's a mess. And it's because, I get it. They happen to see the father, they want to talk. I get it, but they have no patience, and that's the shit. And then from there, as parents, all this bullshit, you got to go to a therapist, counselor, psychologist to get diagnosed with BPD, MPD, PTSD, all this shit in my neck. Everyone got that shit. My kid, I have 2 kids that I can see they're being narcissistic, especially one of them. I won't say names, but I talk to them. I tell them, out. You don't change your ways, and you try with petty ass words the day you go in school, middle school, high school, and you get altercations, physical altercations. I will not be surprised when your mom comes, guess what? So-and-so, got locked up. They're gonna fight. I'd be, no way, that little angel? Fuck. Let me know when they're out. And I'll talk to them. What I tell you, what happened? Well, yes, they called you stupid, ugly, fat. Why don't you do reverse psychology? Call them ugly, stupid, and fat. If they don't like it, tell them that. If you don't call me stupid, I'm gonna call you stupid. Simple as that. Very simple. But no, you want. And I teach my kiddos, you want to be the modern day caveman, Wreck-It Ralph, fucking fireball. And my brother make fun of their siblings and shit when they're getting, when I tell them that, and they be laughing. Yeah, caveman, walking fireball. You can say they're bullying you, but I do it to trigger them. You see, they're making fun of you, cause you allow it to happen to your soul. Control your anger, man. I think I'm my tattoos for a reason. You can't control you. I was gonna get altercations. When you talk, it's kind of hard to understand your words. I apologize, baby mama bank. Apologize. Do you speak another language? Spanish. Yes, and I apologize. Like, remember this. Like, I speak fast. I'm trying to slow it down, so that's why I fluctuate. Then I have an accent. Then I slur and I mumble because I'm very, very exhausted. That's when my voice fluctuates from being like clear, deep or whatever, because I'm very, very exhausted. I do so many one-on-ones, it's retarded. I don't charge, it's free therapy. That's why that's why at Seattle, therapists like, what do you mean it's free? Gratis, free. You charge $50 to $100 an hour, and I promise you 1,000. If I was talking to your clients, I could teach you more than you can. And they get offended, well, you don't have the right to do that. I was like, it's fucking free. I'm not gonna go to college for this shit. I guarantee I can challenge your professor, I slaughter your professor, no problem. Because You can't fix nor save you, and vice versa, but I can hold you and guide you. So that's the shit. And I tell them, I'm like, how come you tell your clients, like, I get it. If you don't know the answer, why can't you give them options and ideas? Like, what do you mean? What I do, I tell them my personal experience, what I've been through, or all my one-on-ones. I tell them a story. I don't just be like, oh, you know what? I can't answer that. That's your journey. Only you know. The fuck kind of answer is that? You can't give them nothing to work with? That's why all my one-on-ones, they'll be going to, typically the females, I'm going to therapy, counseling for 2 years, 7 years. And all my therapists counseled in my lifetime, they haven't ever told me anything you just told me. I was like, yeah, I just break it down very, very simple. Everything starts with you as an individual, and you don't need your partner, you want your partner, but obviously they don't want you because they're not by your side. If they do want you, they just want you for less. And if you can't control your lust, you can't control your heart feelings, every time they see you face to face, which is kryptonite, you always lay down with them. What do you mean? Because analogy, especially when you lay down with your ex's wives, right? Once again, the phone you can block them, etc., but you see face to face, I miss you. You go for a hug, that hug can evolve to more than just hug. It could be hugs to making babies, having aka TLC sex intercourse. That was not your intent, but since you can't control your heart feelings and you're still trauma bonded, the soul tie, etc. wise, they know that every single time they can do that to you. Happens all the time. So try to control yourself. If not, then you're going to be in a toxic relationship for many, many years to be. And that's not the intent, but it will happen. I promise you that. So that's why as individuals, you should work on yourself. Learn how to do that, because if not, you're gonna bitch about life, man. You're gonna bitch about, oh, they're being mean. Well, yes, they are being mean, but if they're being mean to you, why do you allow them to be mean to you? Yeah, if you break it down thoroughly, wise, you're being mean to yourself because you don't verbalize your boundaries, so they stop being mean to you. That's what's happening. I don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't, well, they're hurting yours, but I get it. Gaslight, manipulate yourself like I did. And don't say shit, stay quiet, and bite your tongue. Fuck it, let them use and abuse you for your love, kindness, emotions. Whatever they gotta use you, they shall. They shall. And you do it to yourself. That's why I promise you 1,000, you do a lot to yourself, man. Just remember, this is your life. It's not your parents, it's not your kids, it's not your partner's life, your life. So every day above ground, what are you gonna do with it? That's the shit. What are you gonna do with life? Or wear the mask, smiles. And, I'm blessed at 42, 39 years old, 3 years ago, went through a bad breakup, died, all that good shit. Analogy-wise, I'm blessed. In my lifetime, the last years of my life, I love the universe. I love everybody. I have nothing against nobody. I don't give a shit if they're a sociopath, psychopath. We can all become that if we get triggered. So with that said, I live life to the fullest. Like, it's fucking beautiful to sleep. Finally, after years, when I sleep, I die. There's no laying in bed, overthinking, my ex, work. No, I just fucking close my eyes, die. 2 power naps, die. I love it. Power naps have small dreams here and there. When I sleep, no dreams at all. Doesn't exist no more. Because I'm at peace with myself. Time is irrelevant. Death, why you worry about death? Everyone has a time to die, right? Quote unquote, but that's why you cherish your time to the fullest. Why? Don't worry about death. You can't stop the shit out. Even if you knew the day you're gonna die, you're gonna get more traumatized because you run out of time. I'm fucking up. Yep, you're fucking up. You run out of time. So why worry about the time, man? That's why you're say when you're traditional last time, like I was, category I created, traditional hurt lost. Then you're about what? Love, time, death. Why worry about love? Well, when am I gonna get my turn? I see everyone happy, lovey-dovey and shit. That's what I want. Right, you want it, but are you ready for it? Do they want that? Are they ready for that? If you don't know that, you're gonna be potentially in another toxic relationship again. And there's times, how many times you want to keep your own toxic relationships? That's the question. That's the question. Tell my kiddos, man. In this lifetime, how many times you want to die? Because that shit sucks, and that doesn't feel good at all. So I tell my daughter, you see me crying 3 years ago, right? As an individual, you won't ever see your father cry. For a girl, for a woman, nope. Ex, nope, not at all. Like, and that's how you can tell people if they're doing good or bad, because they'd be like, especially on social media with their breakups, they'll be like, guess what? Maria and I broke up, so I'm gonna take a little break from social media. It's like, I went through my breakup, what I do? Still on my lives, do my one-on-ones. Announced that, Amber and I, she squashed the set wise. The reason being because of the love language, and I get it now, comprehend it. So that's why I preach about love language. And they're like, how are you in your life? How you do? But you just went through a breakup. I'm like, yeah, I'm going through it. It's over. I don't need her. I want her, and vice versa. Obviously, she doesn't want me. We're still associates. We good. So yeah, I love her, but it's over. It's done with. Everyone comes in your life as a blessing. When you leave, what's the lesson? The lesson of the situation was what? Now I preach about love language. And you guys would die and cry when your ex leaves you, or you leave them. Because why? You're broken, codependent. I need them. No, you want them if they want you. So that's what was left in the situation. Why did it fail? Because the love language part, they weren't being nice, whatever situation is, it's all right there in front of your face. And that's why in the beginning, boys and girls, you verbalize what your love language is. Well, I want my partner to always tell me I'm beautiful every day of my life. I want to buy me gifts, always roses. Then verbalize that shit day one. Let's, as an individual, I'm not traditional. I don't do none of that stuff. I'll do it once in a while. If I tell my girlfriend she's beautiful, yeah, but I don't tell her every day of my life. And then what's deeper than saying verbally you're beautiful? My eyes. I'm checking you out like, damn, I'm scope you out to the fullest. Like, yeah, that's how I love you. Every which way. If I look deep into your eyes, like, damn, I'm blessed. If I even tell you, I'm blessed, we blessed. I'm telling you I love you. Avatar, what's deeper than I love you? I see you. What's I see you? I see you for everything. Cosmetically, spiritual, emotionally, mentally. That's fucking deeper than I love you. It's a love avatar. Eventually I'll get that tattoo on my calves. For sure they say I see you, but in my head, the intent is to do like one side would be like, it would be Jake and Neytiri, which is the first avatars, right? That's my little love story there was. And the second would be Jake's son and that other girl. She says, I love you fucking beautiful every which way. Every which way. That's what I want right there. Not need, because remember, needy, real codependent. Like, nah, I want that. I know in time I'll have that, but that's why patience is virtue. That's why you verbalize everything. That's why I say what I say when I go in my life in general. And that's it. Like, a lot of girls would be like, well, I like guys. And I was like, yo, shoot your shot, man. Don't be fucking shy. But with that said, a lot of people don't do that because they worry about rejection. Not everybody has to be with you, you know that, right? It's their choice. And you can ask him, like, is it because, I'm at your type, color, whatever. They can answer or not answer it. But no, like, I just like you as a friend, associate. I don't have feelings for you, like, as a potential partner-wise. And don't get, don't worry about rejection, all shit. Like, no, don't question your self-worth. They just told you, they gave an answer. They just want friends and associates. In your head, like, I want to be with them, but they don't want to be with you. So why are you forcing the situation? Be happy they give you an honest answer. That's fucking beautiful. And I'm about to get half a minute on myself because it's about to die. So I'll do like another, damn. I always say that I'm going to get off and I'm always here, right? I'll do like 5 minutes for sure. I got to get out because this phone will die on me wise. But anyways, whatchamacallit, yeah, that's what I do every day, bro, when I go to these lives. Just give me a life about relationships. That's the only reason why life, if you break it down to the fullest, is relationships. Because me, I don't worry about a relationship. Potential to be, in my head, I give myself 5 years, right? So I'm already, 14 months in, rounded off. I got 4 more years. In 4 years, if I have no potential, as an individual, that's my choice to do what I do. Like if I choose to do benefits, I'll verbalize it, but I'll switch it out. I chose wait patient of virtue for 5 years. It didn't happen in 5 years. It's like highly impossible. I'm the only male saying this shit. 1% in the universe. There's got to be another woke woman that speaks what I speak. 1,000. And I just wait patiently. Wise. If it doesn't happen, fuck benefits it is. That's not the intent to get to that point, but at least this time when I do benefits, I can teach her everything about life. Everything. And what I'm doing now is just speak, because life's easy as fuck. Maintain the matrix. You can't beat it. Roof for your head, a job, a car whip, and that's it. Don't even matter if it's McDonald's. Who gives a fuck? As long as you're happy and you're blessed, that's what matters. Everyone making fun of you. Oh, I work at fucking Tesla. I got Microsoft. Yeah, they have more money than you do, but when you look and you live their life, like, damn, they have the money, more money than I do, but they're miserable as fuck. They're toxic as fuck. They're in toxic relationships. So blue pill rich, they have money and power versus you. Red pill rich, you get richer than they are, because why? You come home, let's say you have a good partner, you come home to a blessed partner, which way? No toxicity at all. And you don't be like, compare, nah, I'm like, I'm good, man. Like, my friends got that, my cousins got that, but they're fucking going through it. They're going through it, their parents are going through it, the kids are going through it, and like, I'm good at home. That's that people, as long as you happy, you blessed. That's what fucking matters. Fuck all this war, competition, bullshit, man-made shit. The real war in the universe is the person in the mirror, every day above ground. Real war. Do you love that person with mind, body, heart, soul, love 1,000? If you do, you be on my level because you comprehend that true happiness, unconditional love, and support starts with who? You, the person in the mirror. Not your parents, not your partner, not your kids, not society, not fucking social media. You. The only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from is who? You. The answer to life, everything, is you. The fountain of youth. You. What? If you stop stressing, boys and girls, you won't fucking age fast. You know that, right? Your body won't fall apart, deteriorate and shit. That's why your body's falling apart. It's talking to you. That's why I tell people you got to maintain your body. You got to take care of your body so your body takes care of you. If you don't, You let it fall apart, especially with stress. It will talk to you and diminish really fast, and that's the shit. You can live a long, healthy life if you work on yourself. If you become selfish, in a loving, respectful manner, not selfish to be conceited. No, that's narcissistic wise. I'm talking about selfish to be happy, to be blessed, to be like, damn, I love life. I love everybody. And you can see everyone's going through shit in life. You see a couple, yeah, they're blessed. That one, they're struggling. And if they're single, like, yep, she's good. Oh, he's playboy, whatever situation is. It's all in your face. You can judge everybody. Sit down anywhere, observe. It's all about observing. And you'll see what's going on in life with everybody. But the intent is, as an individual, you don't get in toxic relations anymore at all. At all. But that is your choice. If you love toxicity, fuck it, go with toxicity. You can brag about, well, at least they got me Gucci and Prada, the good looking. Cold cosmetics, man-made bullshit. When they're really physically whooping your ass, I don't feel sorry for you at all. Why should I? If everyone tells you, like some of my family members and female friends, right? They'd be like, we were like good guys, shit, good girls. They're boring. They don't party and kick. I was like, when I hear that shit, especially when I'm hearing it face to face, I give no fucks. I be check out. Go back to your ex. Go back to people like your exes. So do what you do when you talk to love. Let them really physically whoop your ass. That's your little bubble. You don't know what love is. You won't ever know what love is. And that's why you destroy that person by leaving them. Well, they were boring. Yeah, hurt people. Let's say scenario, you hurt him so bad, him or her so bad that fuck, you know what? I've been nice. I've been good. Go to church. God, you know what? Fuck this. I am done. Now they become the bad guy, bad girl, and they're fucking destroying everybody. Whole face, verbally fit. They give no fucks. Happens all the time. So that's why I tell them females, family, friends, whoever it is, like, go back to your bubble. Go get fucking verbally physically abused. I don't feel sorry for you. You're fucking being mean. No. You're being mean to yourself because you're being mean to people that are good to you. You just don't know that. They want to give you the fucking world. You told them a sob story, put a victim. They want to give you the world, and now you're destroying them because you wasn't ever ready. That's the type of people. I want a relationship. How's it feel to want first and foremost? Second of all, are you ready for the relationship? Not just one side, both sides. For the most part, women are ready for the situation. Boys aren't. Fuck no. We're narcissistic. We destroy. And then what? Now you have girls doing TikToks, balling shit. It was good in the beginning. Yeah, and me individual, when I see Spanish girls like do the TikTok and their partner Spanish, I'd be like, baby girl, you about to get fucked over every which way. You just don't know that shit. I promise you that. I don't worry about you. Him, he's gonna destroy you every which way. That's why I saw one of the girls like saying that she put him on blast, right? They're young, probably early 20s, right? And they met at church, all that great jazz, right? Both Catholics, all that great jazz. And then he cheated on her, not even 90 days in, right? So what she do? She made a TikTok about him, and then just go to church, met at church, right? And then every time they picture together, she puts a little on above her head, not a cheater, and then his head, cheater. I was laughing. I was like, no way, that Spanish boy's an angel. He would never cheat on you. Like, yo, our relationships are fucking shit. It's not the women, it's the boys. That's why I knock on the Spanish culture to the fullest all day, every day. No Spanish girl can't teach me shit in life. I don't give a shit. They're beautiful, BBLs, OnlyFans, all that shit, that tattoos. Yeah, cosmetics. And that's what I tell them. Yeah, well, you look at your followers, look at your likes, look at your posts. All this man-made bullshit, and you're still in toxic relationships. Partying, kicking, being wild. Broken every which way. Make that shit make sense. So I tell them, you can't pull me. I love when they tell me that, like, baby girl, why would I pull someone that's broken, codependent? You can't teach me shit in life at all. But yes, you're beautiful, BBL, tattoos. Yes, you will pull all the guys and girls you want to. But I promise you, 1,000, you're going to be in toxic relationships. Toxic, love, broken, codependent relationships. And you make many, many TikToks. Everyone will see you with their breakups left to right. Like, ain't nothing like the lotto and shit. Like, bruh, that's the shit. That's why I tell people, don't worry when people give you shit. That's why I give shit to OnlyFans. I have nothing against them. And I tell them, in my head, you're rich people's famous. How so? Because when rich people are sleeping, they're getting paid. Now your OnlyFans, you're getting paid by the cyber tricks, right? So when you sleeping, you're making money. So if that's it, but you have all that and you still can't. You still bitch about anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. Make that shit make sense. Why don't you go see a therapist, counselor? You have the money and power, but you choose not to. Fuck it. Do what 95% you know what you're doing. And they'd be like, what do you mean? Like, you did what I'm doing. Then was looking for love and happiness in people and man-made bullshit. And all you're doing is buying band-aids for your cuts and wounds from your child trauma, bullying, toxic relationships. Do that. All they are band-aids. Because every fucking night you can't go to sleep. You sit there insomnia, right? Sit there with toxic love, pain, overthinking. Why I can't go to sleep? but you have all the fucking money in the world now, and you still can't go to sleep. Make that shit make sense. But that's it, y'all. I gotta get off. Oh shit, my phone's about to die like now. So I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Be safe. I might go live tomorrow. If not, then I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Be safe, guys. Ciao. Later, Twitch. Have a good night. Be safe. Or day. Ciao.